Welcome to the Sacred Healers Collective. On our podcast here today, we are going to be talking about standing in your sacred purpose. So this call today, this gathering, this conversation is for all of you who feel that you are here for a purpose, that you have a divine mission in this life, a path that has been laid before you, that you chose when you came into this world, into this lifetime on this earth. And we are going to talk about how you can step forward in this path in a deeper and more profound way right now. So I'm just going to get settled here for a second. All right. I'm so honored to be here with you today. And because of everything that's going on in the world right now, I just want us to start this off with a moment of silence. We're going to take about 30 seconds to a minute to just send our energy and our healing to Ukraine right now, just sending energy of support and love and calming, that people may not be in fear, that people may be safe, and that they may be healing. Just using any modalities you have, any energy healing, sending your love, sending all energies of peace to that area, that they may have all that they need. I know that many of you are here for a sacred purpose, and that's why you found me, and that's why you found this container, the Sacred Healers Collective. And the time is now to step forward. It is now more than it ever has been. And that is becoming more and more clear with each passing year, month, day, that we must continue to step forward in our sacred purpose and on our sacred path so that we can help the world to heal. People are living in fear. They're in trauma. They're in pain, anxiety, all these many different things. And we have a purpose to help them to heal. And each of our purpose is different. Each of our purposes are different. We all have a specific reason that we're here. It's unique to each of us. And so in order for us to really step forward and fully embody our purpose, we need to know what it is. So it might just be this nagging in the back of your mind or in your heart of like, you need to do something. You're here for a reason. You need to do something. You're here for a reason, or that you must step forward. You must step forward. You must learn this thing. You must try this thing. It's our intuition and it's our heart guiding us forward. Right. And so for me, I've always known inside of myself that I had this purpose to my life. It became really clear to me, some of you probably know this already, when I had a near-death experience when I was 15, that I actually was almost completely dead. And I could see my body from above my body. I could see the doctors and my family standing around me. I just got this very strong set of words in my mind. You are not supposed to live this way. You are meant for something different. And it repeated over and over and over in my mind. And I came back into my body a couple minutes later and I was completely fine. So I've known since then that I was here for a reason. And I chose to come back during that experience so that I could do the work that I'm here to do. And ever since then, my life has been devoted to my purpose, to my path. However, I was not always in alignment with my purpose and my path, and I had a lot of healing that I needed to do in order to be able to get into complete alignment and intention with my purpose. So it took many years to get to that place. And you may be somewhere in the middle of that path. You may be at the beginning of that path. You may already know your full purpose and be standing in it. And today, I just want to encourage you to do one small thing to step forward in your purpose, to not allow everyday life and all the noise, the mind chatter to get in the way of what you're here to do. So if you don't know what your purpose is, I beg you to take some time to yourself, to sit with a cup of tea, your favorite herbal tea or whatever beverage you like to drink, just taking some time to yourself, breathing deeply, allowing yourself to get into a meditative state and begin writing. What is my purpose? My purpose is blank. And state your purpose, write it out with as much detail as possible, as much detail as you can come through with at this moment in time, because everybody has a different purpose. And I believe that parts of that purpose become open to us as we go through our life. So it's almost like each time we go through a new level of a spiral of our life, as we come around to these different levels, different parts of our purpose are opened and unlocked. I've recently just been given more intuition, more inspiration about that my purpose, one part of my purpose beyond being a priestess and a healer and a mother, is to help support neurodivergence stepping into living a balanced and healthy, healed life so that they can understand how to help themselves in a really healthy and pure, clean, and supported way. And that's just underlying. It's going to start to form more and more as the years go on. I already know that, but I know that that is a big part of what my purpose is normalizing the conversation about neurodivergence and helping everybody to understand better, including neurodivergence themselves, what it's like to be in that. A big part of my purpose is to teach people to stand in their sacred leadership power. And it means different things for different clients and different students of mine. Some it's learning Reiki, some it's learning priestessing, and some it's learning how to love themselves, right? And so we can see these different parts of the purpose that have come through over time. And as I have developed, as I have healed, as I have studied and learned, more has been revealed to me. And that will happen to you as well as you step forward. But for today, I just want you to take some time, maybe 20 minutes, and really write out, just meditate and open and breathe and allow source, allow energy, intuition to flow through you as you do that writing so that you can write out what you're here to do. Maybe you've done this before. I found old journals from when I was 9, 10 years old that wrote, you are a priestess, you are a priestess, you are a priestess, you are a priestess, you are a priestess. And I was only 9. I didn't even really know what that was at that time. But I was a priestess and I am a priestess. And some part of you has always known what your path and purpose is in this lifetime. But then our trauma and our pain, our abandonment issues, our relationship problems, our addictions, all these things numb us and cover up that sacred guidance that is within our heart, that intuition, which shares with us this like lantern that shines upon our path, right? And so as we clear away those old traumas, those old pains, that all the addictions, all of the problems, as we begin to seep down, we realize that they were actually there teaching us how to be better within our purpose. So even though they're blocking us from seeing our actual purpose, it's not truly a block, because in the end, when we have traversed those scenarios, we can look back and see how they were teaching us to be deeper and more fully aligned within our purpose. Sometimes we do have to fight for our purpose, and everybody has a different path in this, but I found that I needed to time and time again stand up for my purpose in this lifetime. And that was my path. So you may find that it's the same for you, or perhaps you've already been living that as we reach a different level of alignment, we have to once again say, no, this is my purpose. This is what I'm here to do. This is the sacred calling that is within my heart. So once you've done your writing and just written down some things that are about your purpose, it's time to make a declaration after that. It's time to declare to yourself, to the world, maybe to our group here. Please feel free to share a post with your declaration within the Facebook group, the Sacred Healers Collective, and share with us what is your sacred purpose and path here in this lifetime. I am a sacred healer. I am here to help support the healing of women in this world as they step into their sacred leadership power. So maybe it's not that, but that would be an example of a way to state the declaration of what you're here to do and what your purpose is. And as you begin to make those declarations and state them publicly or privately, you can feel free to message me or send them privately to me on email or Messenger or whatever, however that works for you. But as you state these declarations and share them, they become real. It brings them in, it grounds them down into reality and into our hearts and into the material world. So once you have visioned your purpose, right? After you're writing it out, begin to go into what we're calling the quantum, into the ethereal, go into this beautiful place where you're filled with inspiration and where you feel excitement about your purpose, your passion, and flesh it out completely. See yourself living in your purpose. See yourself doing activities that someone who was living that purpose would be doing. Maybe your purpose is to be an advocate for women. See yourself doing that advocacy, being an advocate for women in real life, and envision that coming through to fruition in a beautiful, clear way. Maybe your mission is to help people on hospice care and to send them healing as they transition. See yourself doing that work. See yourself getting trained for it, then enacting that work in life. Maybe your purpose is to step forward into another level of leadership, another level of healing. See yourself already there and feel what it feels like to live within that purpose. And this is how we begin to timeline jump. This is how we begin to pull things from the ethereal into our reality, right? And we want to do this when we're already in a good meditative state and we're feeling the vibration of our purpose and our path. And if you're not in that state, that's okay. But for now, we want to just start getting it onto paper and making declarations of what your path and purpose is. This is what I yearn to hear from all of you. It's what I believe will help you to step forward into that purpose. So as we get distracted by our everyday life, by work and all of the responsibilities and physical strains that we have in our life, sometimes we do slide our purpose to the side. And I can guarantee you that if you're doing that, something in your life is going to be out of alignment. You may be having physical pain, physical problems. You may be having autoimmune issues or things like that. You may be having relationship issues or getting into relationships that are detrimental to your health and well-being. You may be, there's actually a lot of different things that can come up when we're not living our path and our purpose. So it's really actually important to our fundamental health that we live the purpose that we're here to live. And I believe that many of us were called to step forward into really, really grand purposes at this point in time, and that we were called into this lifetime in order to enact those purposes, in order to be of maximum service and healing to the collective and to the world. Because these times are tough. There's a lot going on. There's big shifts happening, all of these generational shifts, all of these energetic shifts as we step to the new earth. There are shifts happening politically, globally, physically in the health world, and there is not enough people to support those who need it. So if you feel that you're called upon the path of sacred healing to step forward as a leader in this new world, the time is now to answer the call inside of you, to answer the call of your purpose. Please do not push it aside any longer. Today, please just take one brief step forward, writing down your purpose, visioning yourself within that purpose, feeling how it feels in your body to be already living as the priestess you desire to be, or the healer you desire to be, or as the mother or father that you desire to be. Perhaps your purpose is for your family. Perhaps your purpose is for your community as a teacher. Whatever your purpose is, It is sacred and you have it for a reason. And it is so that you can step forward to the maximum ability, the maximum healing of our community. And healing happens in all sorts of different ways. And we are all healers, whether or not we are healing in a profession or whether we are healing as through our speaking, through touch, through love, through connection. Those are all extremely important ways to heal. And so here we are now. And we're sorry about that. So please write your healing declaration, your declarations of your purpose. And if you feel brave and called, I would love to see them. Please share them with whomever. Share them as a post on Facebook or on Instagram. Declare to the world what your purpose is, and you will begin living in that purpose today. Think of one step you can take to get you closer to living in alignment, in complete intentional alignment with your path and purpose, and step forward. The time is now. And you have a huge community of fellows here and in all sorts of places that can help you be supported as you step upon this path and as you walk forward into your sacred purpose here in this lifetime. So it's my honor to share this transmission with you here today, and know that actually just by listening to this, it's going to awaken something within you that you may be able to more deeply access the information about your path and purpose as of right now. So allow that and just feel that as you breathe. Even if you don't know exactly what it is yet, the codes are being transmitted to you. The energies are beginning to shift and open if you say yes to them. So if you desire to step forward in your purpose, and if you're ready for the adventure of a lifetime, I mean, when you are in alignment with your purpose, it is absolutely the most exciting, beautiful, scary, fun, weird thing that you will ever experience. And I truly hope that you answer the call that you are here to do. And I thank you so much for your time, and I'm sending you many blessings. Blessed be.